Hi, your music taste is very cool. It is very awesome, it is very unique, or it's not unique, and that's fine. I wanted to kick off the month with a more positive video and something that I wanted to send out as a message to everyone watching this video. I know that this niche is kind of hyper obsessive when it comes to elitism and purism and talking about gatekeeping and all of the buzzwords you've heard in the book. I'm even guilty of that. I've talked at length about my thoughts of elitism and gatekeeping and all that sort of stuff, so I won't reiterate myself here. But an important message that I feel like doesn't get talked about much is your music taste is fucking awesome because it is uniquely yours. And outside of purism, outside of gatekeeping, throw that all to the wind. You are not a poser for listening to something that isn't considered real metal, nor are you a poser for listening to non-metal. I have been having some incredible conversations with people in my Discord server recently, as well as people that I've been getting to know outside of my Discord server, as well as exploring more genres outside of metal, and I get asked a lot, what is your favorite type of music? Or alternatively, what music do you listen to outside of metal? And my answer is always everything, literally everything. I don't believe in guilty pleasures. If you enjoy something, if it resonates with you, if it means something to you, it is uniquely your journey. And if it is connecting to you in some way, or you just enjoy the way it sounds, if it is pleasing to your ears, that is the only reason, the absolute only reason, and the entire definition of why you should be listening to that and why it is important to you. And it is very awesome if you can convey to someone why you feel this way about it, and if they are able to understand it or even find some value in it themselves. It is the best feeling in the world when you're able to talk about something you're passionate about to someone else outside of it that understands it, or alternatively tries to understand it, and you can pass on your passion for something to them. But as much as we can get wrapped up in the labels, as much as we can get wrapped up in the history of stuff and the philosophy of stuff, which I do think is awesome because that's the entire point of my channel, it is not the end all be all. And so that is why my answer is everything. I just love music. Do you want to know what I've been listening to today? I've been listening to Underscores. I have been listening to Hyperpop. I listened to a Keaton Henson album. And honest to God, hand to my heart, I have not listened to a single metal album or rock album this entire day, and it's been fucking awesome. And to peek behind the curtain, there are a lot of days like that where my comfort listening or the albums that I'm most interested in are not heavy at all. But on the flip side of that, when it comes to metal, let me just get a couple of things out of the way. Heaviness doesn't always equal being good. Experimentation doesn't always mean being good. Simplicity can be a very cool thing. Minimalism just as a whole can be a very cool thing. Lyrics don't have to be super cerebral. The instrumentation doesn't have to be too technical. The production doesn't have to be too raw. It doesn't have to be too well produced. There is no right or wrong way to enjoy music, and I feel like while this should be a very case in point, easily understood concept, you would be surprised how many people are in my comment section and other YouTubers' comment sections the second that they talk or mention something that is not considered true metal, because people get it built up in their head that there is a specific way to enjoy music, and anything that steps out of the confinements of that is automatically going to make you a poser in the end, which just isn't the case. So unless you're truly listening to some music that is sick and depraved in terms of like NSBM or stuff, which I've talked about how you can separate the art from the artist with that, even if it's not something I particularly do, most of the time, you don't have to fucking justify yourself. You don't owe anyone an explanation, because guess what? Your music is very cool. Your music taste is awesome. Your music taste is the most important, but not because you're benevolent, not because your music taste is even the most gratifying to a wide population, or the most widely appealing, or even the most musically sound. It is the most important because it is the most important to you, and regardless of what form that comes in, metal, rock, or otherwise, not only are you welcome here, I applaud you, because that is how music should be. That's how music was for a very long time, and unfortunately, with the advent of so many micro-labeling and so many websites and reviewers and different streaming platforms and all of this stuff, and the fucking rate your musics of the world, people love to arbitrarily put a form of quality stamp on something, a stamp of approval, and anything outside of that is automatically going to get you ridiculed or ostracized. But if those people are going to judge you for the type of stuff you listen to, who cares? They don't have power over you. If they make you uncomfortable, if they upset you, if they're just being a plain dick, walk away. And if they're a friend or something, try to explain to them that they're being a dick and why. And if they still can't understand it, walk away. And just to get level with you, I understand that it's irritating and it's very frustrating when people try to call you out for the type of music you listen to and make you feel lesser than, because it can make you feel like, well, is your credibility on the line? Is your reputation bad? Or you a poser now? But throughout the years, what I've noticed is most of the people that claim these things don't oftentimes have a very good argument to back up their reasoning. They just make claims, they make presumptions, and they have this weird built-in view of music and how it should be, or specifically metal, and they don't really ever understand why they are talking about the specific thing they are. They don't have a decent answer as to why they're fighting for what they're fighting for, and it doesn't even just boil down to, hey, I want quality control in the genres that I listen to, because they just have arbitrary roadblocks in their head that they like to put up around people, and anything that steps outside of that, they're automatically going to look at as bad. But don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in reputation. Don't get caught up in feeling like an inferiority complex because people say these things to you. Your music taste is very dope. What are your guys' opinions of this topic? You can let me know down in the comment section below. I can't wait to hear it. Just wanted to drop a little bit of positivity and affirmation going into the month. Hopefully your month is very awesome. Agree or disagree, there is no wrong answer. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to join the Review family today, and smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. You know who it is, my name is Jay Morris, and I'm signing off saying farewell.